Okay, so I've got some cable length. I'm going to do the crossover cable. I'm going to give it a little bit of room at the end. And we've got one end stripped. Now I'm going to strip the other end because I'm going to do the RJ45 on both ends. Let's move it up one. Okay, so I got both ends stripped. Unravel the wires. And take a look at the order for the crossover cable. Starts with green and white, so I'm going to move my green and white cable right here. Next is the green. Then the orange and white. Then the brown and white. I'll straighten these out because they're already trying to cross out of their position into a different position that I don't want them in. Okay. After brown and white is brown, then orange, then blue, then blue and white. Okay, this is actually a second attempt at doing the crossover cable. I got both ends on. Everything was in the correct order. The lights were not lighting up properly. So those were completed, so I'm starting over and we'll see how this does. Make sure this doesn't get out of order. Orange and white, brown and white, brown, orange. Okay. Cut the ends. Make sure that it's still in order. Green and white, green, orange and white, brown and white, brown, orange, blue, blue and white. Okay, so now I'm going to get the RJ45 connector and I'm going to feed it through. And hope that it stays in the correct order. The blue and white's already trying to cross over the blue, so let me straighten that out some. All right, so it went through easily. Let's look at it again and make sure it's still in order. Green and white, green, orange and white, brown and white, brown, orange. No, it's not. The blue and white moved in front of the blue, so let's move that back. All right, try this again. Okay, now I've got it to the crimper tool. I'm going to cut it, not over my laptop, so the little pieces don't fall into the keyboard. One more time for good measure. That one little piece is wanting to hang on. And there, I've got one successful end. I'm going to do the other end off the video, and I'll come back on to test the crimper, test the crossover table. Okay, so I'm briefly gonna film what I'm doing with the second, the other end of the cable, because the first end was green and white, green, orange and white, brown, orange, blue, blue and white. This side is going to be orange and white, orange, green and white, blue, blue and white, green, brown and white, brown. Okay, so I've got both ends. Again, one end is green and white, green, orange and white, brown, orange, blue, blue and white. And the other end is orange and white, orange, green and white, blue, blue and white, green, brown and white, brown. And I'm going to test this. Okay, I redid one side because the lights were not all lighting up, which means that there was a loss of connection somewhere, or some wires got out of order. But you can go through this and see that pin 1 is going to pin 3, pin 2 is going to pin 6, pin 3 is going to pin 1, 4 is going to 7, 5 is going to 8, 7 is going to 4, and 8 is going to 5.